say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it down. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party, wanna clown the time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear it out. For you judge me, you need to.
It's week 9 of the National Football League. And here's J.C. Horn, who's really putting up incredible numbers all season. 11 interceptions so far. It's the Panthers and the Jags under the lights on Thursday night.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better. We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
You often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now? Let's go to that play.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Fielded at the 33. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
One play action. Fields. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to throw, Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Justin Fields, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't...
It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Etienne once more. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Lawrence will throw. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum, because now you get that short week.
Panther football to start quarter number 2. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
I'm ready.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. On 1st down, it's Fields. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But when you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Throws right side, and that's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now a handoff up the middle. Tatum, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And taken down. 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This is caught inside the 15. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we reach halftime.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguars 6-yard line.
Now Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Tommy Trimble.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
This is caught. It's Kirk.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
ETN up the middle.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground.
Tatum. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now it's Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 3 yards out. And the Panthers open the lead up to 34-0. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and Carolina scores to cap it off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They still can't get him. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Man open, here is Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
On 1st down, Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it is 42-0. The Carolina kick. They're ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Lawrence will try again after the pick 6.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Farrell, complete.
Touchdown!
Luke Farrell.
30 yards.
And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right. Make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out from this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gonzalez now to have the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Break.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point safely through as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Up the middle they go. Tatum. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Fields. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. In motion comes the tight end left. From the 50, here's Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant...
I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty.